Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for a little update on the Senua mod for Darkest Dungeon. I've finally got back to work on it. It's been a long time, I've been rather unwell and I'm pretty tired at the moment, to be honest. So I'm just going to talk through the few changes I've made to the mod, and you know, it's going to be a while before she's finished yet, but these are positive steps in the right direction. Okay, so first off, regarding her free sword skills, I have made a change, but I'll explain. So, Wild Strike, I have not removed the scaling damage of stress. What I've done for all three of her sword skills is, instead of it being a flat plus 40% damage at 80 stress or higher, I've instead made it plus 10% damage for every 20 stress up to 80, at which point it's plus 40 for 80 again. However, it's not visible in the tooltip mouse over. In the mouse over tooltip. Oh, that's what I get for recording this first thing after waking up, isn't it? I've currently hidden it because it would have taken up like half the screen, and a custom tooltip will be sorted out at some point in the future. I also wanted some kind of self-buffs on these skills. I wanted something more complicated than what there currently is, but what there currently is should work. So Wild Strike gives her an accuracy buff. So she's swinging away, but as she's slicing and hacking, she's getting more focused and a better view of her enemies. You know, getting a better idea of what they are, what they're doing, and her accuracy increases. Mighty Blow obviously increases damage. You'll notice that Wild Strike can be used from the first 3 ranks, Mighty Blow can only be used from the first 2. I was tempted to put some kind of exhaustion debuff on Mighty Blow to prevent it becoming a spam skill. We'll see how that goes. The kick skill has theoretically been fixed. This needs to be tested. So it should now only attempt to stun enemies who are guarding something, and only attempt to knock back enemies who are not guarding something. In other words, it should never do both. However, in testing previously, it didn't seem to be doing either, so we're going to see about that, and you see there custom tooltips that are going to need to be written. Stab grants critical rate bonus, so it's quite possible that some people might alternate between Mighty Blow and Stab. Stab also moves her forwards a rank, so she can't do it continuously, because she'll end up in the front and then she'll have to use one of her other skills, and she doesn't have a skill that shuffles her backwards. If she's in a shuffle party with other characters who are constantly leaping forwards, like Grave Robber or Highwayman for example, then she might be able to use Stab more often. FaceTime hasn't been modified this version. It still does the thing of inflicting stress on the other heroes and giving them a damage buff. That damage buff is conditional on them having a certain minimum stress level, so I might need to write a custom tooltip for that. Headcase transfers all the horror from the other heroes to her. It should give her some kind of self buff, and FaceTime should also give her some kind of self buff too. I haven't decided what they are yet. And Focus still attempts to stun all heroes and stun all enemies. It doesn't do anything else yet. Oh, and it doesn't end her turn. I would like it to do a few other things, but I might tie some of those to trinkets. On the subject of trinkets, the Broken Sword is finished. The Pot of Woad, not on this campaign, is finished. The other 3 trinkets are not finished yet, but I've got ideas what they should do. On Camping Skills, Seeking Patterns and Mother's Madness are complete. Lover's Comfort and The Shadow are not complete and will need a bit of a tweak. Okay, so there's a quick little mod update. I'm going to get this uploaded now, go back to sleep hopefully, and continue downloading A Plague Tale: Innocence, which I have been excited about for about 18 months now, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing on the channel. Those of you who've been watching my latest Battle Brothers content, don't worry, Battle Brothers isn't going away, but when I start a new series, that new series gets 3 episodes in a row before it goes into rotation and the other things come back, so it might be a few days before we get to see another Battle Brothers episode. Unless I sneak one in tonight while also doing the long download, because Steam gives me really long download times. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this little episode, this little update even, and hope to hear more and tell you more on this mod in the future. I'm gonna try get her out sometime, well, ideally by the end of the month. It might bleed over into June, unfortunately, but hey, if it does, it does. But I'm gonna do what I can, alright? Bye for now, guys. See you all next time.